Hello, everybody. My name is Sherry Gucciardi, and I am here to talk to you about the courses that I teach at Triton. But of course, first, I must share the photos. Again, I'm Sherry Gucciardi, and here are just some photos of my family. My husband, Dave. We just celebrated 15 years of marriage. My older son, Nick, who is 11 years old and just had his first day of Glen Landing Middle School. And then my babies, my twins, Jack and Lily, they are 6, and they just had their first day of first grade at Loring Fleming. So it's been an exciting time for us. Okay, so now we get to the important stuff. We start, of course, with summer reading. All of the students were required to read 1 or 2 books over the summer, and one of the first things that they had to do when they came to school was they had to write an in-class essay to prove that they had completed the reading over the summer. So that was kind of one of their first bigger grades. For my sophomore classes, and I do have 3 sophomore classes that I teach 2 sections of sophomore honors English and 1 section of sophomore college prep English. And for all 3 of those courses, we focus all year on American literature. So these are some of the books, some of the stories that the students may be exposed to this year, things like The Great Gatsby and A Streetcar Named Desire, some spooky short stories and poems like The Yellow Wallpaper, and some Edgar Allan Poe, Walt Whitman, Emily Dickinson, all kinds of great stuff. I personally love American literature. It's my favorite. And I have a lot of fun with it and try to incorporate as much as I possibly can with the students. Oh, the Scarlet Letter and the Crucible as well, threw them in there. And then for my junior classes, and I do also teach 2 sections of junior college prep English, those classes focus on British literature. So those students are getting things like Macbeth and Animal Farm and Beowulf and the Canterbury Tales and A Modest Proposal, just to name a few possible titles. And Sir Gawain and the Green Knight as well. Then, of course, all of the classes will be writing at least 1 formal essay per marking period. And those formal essays will be things like maybe a literary analysis, a historical narrative, an argument essay, research papers, different things each marking period, but definitely 1 formal essay per marking period. And for the juniors, the research paper is actually a graduation requirement. So those students have to write that paper in order to move on to senior English. But I definitely hound that into them, and we move step by step through the process, and it usually isn't an issue. But just a little heads up there on that one for the juniors. Okay, so for vocabulary, I'm trying a new program this year. It's called MemBean, and it's a pretty cool program because it's all on the computer, and the program creates individualized vocabulary lists for each student. So the students don't all have the same list. They have a list that is catered directly to them. Every week they have practice activities that, again, are catered directly to them and trying to help them to learn the words that they need to learn. They are required to complete 2 15-minute practice sessions per week. And we try to do at least one of those 15-minute sessions in class, so that really only leaves them with 15 minutes of homework time each week for vocabulary. And then eventually, once they've had enough practice, it culminates in a little assessment. So that's vocabulary. Okay, then we have the assessment plan and policy. This is just kind of a breakdown of the percentages in the grade book. So 40% of each marking period is major assessments. So things like essays, projects, presentations. Then there's the minor category, that's 35%. Quizzes, Socratic seminars, things like that. And then the bottom category is 25%. That's participation, preparation, and practice, which are just the smaller, the homeworks, the classworks, the do-nows, little things like that. All right, students, of course, are expected to complete their work independently, on time, to the best of their ability. Always, if there are any honor code violations, that will result in a discussion with the student, a phone call home, and documentation with the vice principal. If students are missing work, I will put it in as an M if it's something that they can make up. Maybe they were sick, they were absent, there was some sort of an extenuating circumstance. So the M means that it is missing, but they can make it up. 0, on the other hand, means that it's just missing. There wasn't really a justifiable reason, and we're just going to move on. All right. The end. Oh my goodness, that's my Nick when he was 1. Now he's 11. This makes me sad. You'll see there I've included my email. That is the best way to communicate with me. Also, there is the Triton phone number. My extension is 7225 if you ever need to reach out to me. And let me also quickly show you if you would ever like to get a hard copy of that presentation that I just went over. You can go to the Triton main page. You go to Parents and Students. You click on the teacher websites. All the teachers come up over here. Click on me, Sherry Gucciardi, and that will take you here. And from here, you can copy and paste my link there, and it will take you to my website. All right, which again just has my email, it has my phone number, my extension, a little bit about me. Up in the top right, you can click on courses. And here's where you can access the information that I just went over. If you click here, it will take you to that presentation. Okay, thank you so much.